Eating enough to get your period back. What does that even mean? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this video, to the Nourish by Claudia channel. Welcome back, and thank you for showing up every single week. And if you have already done so, please just make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Not only you're going to be the first one to receive all my new videos and resources, but you're also going to be able to support us, and you're going to be able to support me to spread the word, to share the news, so that more and more women are going to know exactly what to do to get their period back and get their fertility back. But without further ado, let's talk about something that is super important, especially if you haven't had a period and if you would like to have a baby, or simply if you would like to really focus on your health. Maybe you're an athlete, maybe you have someone that hasn't had a period for 20 plus years. Maybe you're wondering if you're in perimenopause or if you're suffering from hypothalamic amenorrhea. Doesn't matter where you're coming from. Let's talk about the fact that eating enough to get your period back is extremely important, is actually the core foundations of it. It's fundamental. But what does that even mean? And how can you break it down into manageable steps? So don't you worry, I'll guide you through the process with three simple phases: the initial phase, the patience phase, and the tweak phase. So let's dive in. If you don't know what hypothalamic amenorrhea is, and if you don't know why your period is missing, I also would encourage you to watch all my other videos, and I'm gonna also make sure that I pop some of the links down below so that you know exactly what to do so that you can restore your fifth vital sign. And if you don't know enough about me, I'm Claudia. I'm a nutrition and dietetic clinician, and I am the founder of the private Facebook group Recover from HA Support, and also of the Period Comeback Protocol, which is the perfect place where to be if you really want to get your period back, if you want to let go of the anxiety around your health, and if you want to get your sex drive back, your fertility back, and your vitality back. And if you don't know in which phase of your period recovery journey you're in, just make sure that you click below so that you can do a very simple and easy quiz that is going to tell you where you are in your recovery journey, and it's going to guide you to the next step. But now, without further ado, let's talk about the initial phase. This is the phase where we start by making sure that our body feels safe. So there are three things that we're really going to focus on. One is eating more than you're used to. So here we are thinking about generous portions of carbs, fats, and proteins at every meal. We're going to reduce high intensity exercise so that we give our body a break so it can prioritize recovery. And we're going to let go of calorie counting, because remember, it's not about numbers, it's about nourishment. This phase is all about abundance, fueling your body consistently and breaking out of restrictive patterns. It may feel scary, but trust me, it's a game changer. And for some of you that they're really attached to numbers, you may want to make sure that you're hitting the right amount of calories, hitting the right amount of macros. And that is absolutely fine. That's something that you can do for 3 to 4 days. But after you have gained the knowledge in terms of how much your body needs and how much you're eating daily, then you can really let go of the app. You can go off the calorie counting, or you can hire someone like me and my team so that we can do the counting for you, so that you don't have to worry about it and you can go off restrictive behaviors around food. In terms of what we need to eat, so as I said, ample carbohydrates, ample proteins, and ample fats. So normally, if you're looking at a plate, I would like to say half of the plate, I would like to see on half of the plate carbohydrates predominantly, a quarter protein, a quarter fat, and then you can add the yummy stuff on top of it. Nuts, seeds, extra olive oil, maybe some coconut oil, some cream for people like you that really love different texture and taste and flavors. And then you can also add some veggies to the side, or maybe a soup, or maybe a juice, whatever really suits your but just make sure that you prioritize your carbs, fats, and protein first. The second phase, it's when we trust the process. So this phase, it's possibly the hardest part, because it's all about being patient, okay? Once you've laid the foundations, you need to keep showing up, which means eating regularly, resting often, trusting that your body's working behind the scenes. So you may not see any strong changes, but you're also believing that your body is actually doing the hard work behind it. So it's protecting your bones, it's protecting your heart, it's protecting your brain. Then this is a phase where you can handle doubts and fears. It's normal to feel like you're not doing enough or that it's taking too long, and it's really important to stay consistent. And it's also really good to shift your mindset so you're focusing on non-food factors, such as prioritizing sleep, stress management, and self-compassion. Your body needs time to feel safe again, and this phase is all about creating that calm, consistent environment for it to heal. I know that this is the hardest phase for all the women that I've helped over the past 10 years. I've helped more than 200 babies to come to this world, and I've helped more than 1,000 of women to get their period back. And I know that without any doubt, this is the toughest part, because it's when nothing new is really happening and you have to stay consistent day in and day out, even though you may have some side effects, such as which is not a side effect, but it's like gaining weight, a little bit of constipation, fluid retention, some disruption when it comes to sleep or exercise, or also how you live your life. So this is a very impactful phase of recovery, and that's where I normally look at this phase as an opportunity to actually set the foundations to change things for your next life, for your beautiful life, for your empowered life. So the best way for you to cruise through this phase is to actually get the help of my team in the Period Comeback Protocol, so that you're gonna feel very, very supported, and you're not going to have to do this on your own. I had to do part of my recovery journey on my own more than a decade ago, and it sucked. So if you're looking for guidance, some proven steps to follow, and some accountability, and also help from other ladies that are on the same boat, just please make sure that you click on the button below and see what's available for you, because honestly, you don't have to do it alone. And then we come to the last phase, which is called the tweak phase, which is the fine tuning for progress. So once you're close to seeing progress, you might need to tweak a few things. So the one thing that is absolutely important is to listen to your body. Are you truly eating enough? Do you still have food rules holding you back? Are you still exercising too much? Check your activity levels. Even light exercise might need some adjusting at this phase. And this is where you really need to work with a professional if you haven't already done so, because if you haven't seen any progress, then it's a really good idea for you to get some personalized guidance that can make the all difference. So this phase is about refining, not about restricting, and small adjustments can bring you closer to your ultimate goal, which is having a healthy and regular period. Mind you, if you got your period also after the patient phase, the tweak phase is also how to make sure that you keep your period ongoing, making sure that your period comes every 28 to 35 days regularly and consecutively, so that you don't skip months, so that you don't skip periods. It's also the phase where we want to make sure that we know how to detect ovulations, that ovulation irregular, and the luteal phase is long enough so that you can try for a baby if that's your aim, or just to make sure that your body is well supported in a variety of ways. So thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope that I shed some light in terms of how to eat, in terms of to really support your body during hypothalamic amenorrhea recovery. If you have any questions, just please make sure that you leave me a comment below. I always answer to my comments, and I love receiving all of them from you. And if you need some help in terms of how to move forward, make sure that you check out the Period Comeback Protocol. Otherwise, you can click on the link and just find out in which phase of the recovery cycle you're in. Bye for now.